Wally and Florence Ely of Scituate acquired a whole new collection of family photos when Wally found his 90-year-old Aunt Mabel in 2004 out in Lansing, Michigan. Mabel was the baby sister of Wally's late father, Dan, who died in 1987 at age 76. That's when Wally and Florence discovered new clues that eventually led them to Michigan, Aunt Mabel, and a large new family of cousins. Dan and Mabel also had 3 other brothers, but the 5 were split up back in 1917 after their mother died at age 35. Dan and his brother John went to Pennsylvania with their father, Jesse, who needed to find a job. Mabel, James, and Leonard were placed in good adoptive homes in Michigan. Here are a few of the photos provided by Mabel Steinbacher, her daughter Bonnie Smith, and Mabel's grandson Gordy out in Michigan.
This is Aunt Mabel and Jim, and they were just adopted. I don't know if that's the picture exactly when it happened, but here they are at 3 and 4. And I see some family resemblances in both of them. It's a picture of George and Meta Lawrence. They adopted my Aunt Mabel and Jim, whom I never met, of course. In this picture, this is my picture of my Uncle Jim, whom I've never met, and he's with Mabel's husband. This is a picture of my Uncle Jim in his car, probably in the 1930s, maybe 36, 35. And the car, I don't know what kind of a car it is, looks like a Model T. This is a picture of me on the left, my cousin Bonnie in the middle, and her son Gordy, and we're standing next to a stone in an unmarked grave that my grandmother was buried in.
What were some of the things you remembered about your father that really struck you?
Well, the thing that struck me was the fact she remembers him singing, for one thing, that he had a good voice. And I didn't really pay attention to that. I never heard him really sing.
What did you notice about Aunt Mabel that made her seem like she might be a member of your family or related to your father?
Well, it was her voice. They had similar timbre, similar expressions, and sense of humor was the same.
Even though they had been apart since she was 3.
Yes, I mean, that was amazing to me. Expressions the same. And the same kind of sense of humor, really. It was amazing. It was kind of a corny, jokey kind of thing. She started looking through pictures. She noticed that her father, we had a picture of her father, and she said, "Do I have a nose as big as that?" And so that's where I got my nose, she said.
This is Sue Scheibel reporting for the Patriot Ledger. For more information, see today's Good Age column or go to patriotledger.com.